Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, Hysteria Projects. Hope you're having a wonderful day. These are general messages, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. The underlying energy is the silent star, guidance, destiny. It says, even from afar, your light leads you home. Now, you are being guided right now. You know, I'm getting heavy guidance, heavy help from Spirit, from God, from the universe here. And they're trying to lead you towards your blessings. It says, yesterday's lessons, understanding, integration, growth. The past is not punishment, it's preparation. You're being asked to let go of the past, to allow this new beginning. I'm getting that exhausted energy. Specifically, this is that energy of, when we've been in a relationship for a while and there's a lot of things that have already been like accepted, or there's comfort, okay, in some sense, even if it's toxic, okay, there's a level of comfort, especially if there's been any length of time, okay. This exhausted energy is like that energy of not really having the motivation to start all over again with somebody. You could have somebody in mind, but not necessarily, it's really kind of that general energy that I'm getting here. And we have warm surrender, acceptance, trust, relief. You don't fall apart, you fall into yourself. Okay, so you could be experiencing some tower moments right now. We have that running on empty again, that feeling of not wanting to do it all over again, okay, is that energy. And sometimes that is the energy that keeps us hanging on to things in the past, okay? So what I'm getting off of this, is even with this awake energy at the bottom here, it's like Spirit's wanting to come through here and be like, hey, you see your blessing. You see what the blessing is. You can see it. It's not out of reach by no means, but, and I say but, Spirit is very specific with this. You won't receive this blessing until you move on from the past, until the past becomes yesterday's lessons, not today's, right? So, again, you are being aligned, but the key to the blessing is to actually let go of things in the past. We have initiation here. And then I'm getting that 11 energy. I feel like you're being aligned with somebody that's very special here. But, there's a lot of emotions. There's so much thought. You could be like very just wrapped up in your mind right now about everything. And you're being asked to let go. You're being asked to forgive. Look, the end. You're being asked to let go of whatever this is in the past, or whoever this is in your past. Because this is the key to your blessings. This is why these blessings aren't in your grasp at the moment. It's because of this past energy. And that this could be something that you're moving on from already, but I am getting this exhausted energy. And more specifically, it's that type of energy where it could kind of go 50-50, you could either hang on to what no longer serves you and just look at the blessing from afar and never actually obtain it, or you can allow this new beginning. You can allow the alignment to happen. There's something very strong here about changing the way that you think, you know, and I feel like that thought process here, yeah, is that fear of the unknown that's holding you back, that's keeping you from working with the divine here to have these blessings. And I feel like this blessing is huge. It's huge. Okay? We have this underwater realm and choice. Yeah, you have a choice. You have a choice. You know, do you want the blessing or not? Is really what this is right now, you know, and it's your choice. And that change that needs to happen is the way that you're thinking about these things. So again, I'm getting fear, okay? That fear of the unknown, that what if, and all of these, like, it's these thoughts that you're having, they're not based on any type of truth, okay? If anything, it's thoughts that are trying to keep you held back, trying to prevent you from accepting what is truly yours, you know? It's an energy here in the past. This past energy is trying to anchor you into South Node very specifically, okay? Whoever this is an energy that you have outgrown. This is an energy that you've been trying to move on from, but there's some sort of anchor here. And I feel like the power that this anchor has is power through your own fears. You know, it does require you to take a leap of faith to have this new beginning, and you can't have a new beginning if you're still hanging on to the past. You know, you can't have like a backup plan, okay? Like a backup plan is great when you're talking about finances and jobs, but this feels more like love and home, and that doesn't work the same way, okay? You're being asked to trust the process. You know, trust that when one door closes, when one door actually closes, another door will open. You know, and what the possibilities are that could come from this blessing, you know, this multiverse energy that I'm getting, it's like unlimited possibilities, okay? And again, trust. The divine is asking you to trust them. Trust in that leap. Trust in that jump. You know, when things fall apart, it's for better things and more stable things to fall in its place. You know, I have the Fool here about taking a chance on this new beginning, and then this Four of Cups stayed behind. Now, this is that hanging on. This is that anchored energy that isn't allowing you to fully move into this new beginning. We have the Nine of Pentacles crossing. Independence, comfortable life. And this was crossing, okay? So, again, you could be in this single energy. You could be single right now. But you're hanging on to something here that is giving you the energy that you're not, okay? To the universe. So, you know, you have a choice. You have a choice. We have the Five of Swords and the Eight of Wands. You know, conflict, defeat, surrender. And you're being asked to be honest about the situation. Be honest about whatever this past situation is. And this Eight of Wands is very fast moving energy. And I feel like basically what this is, you know, if you take a moment to reflect, if you take a moment to sit with yourself and to be honest with yourself, you know, confront those fears, confront whatever these thoughts are, you know, that need changing or worked on somehow about this beginning. You know, once you let go of this, it's full speed ahead. You know, the blessings are going to be coming straight towards you quickly. You have Queen of Pentacles, the nurturer, down-to-earth, gratitude, social consciousness, taking care of finances. You know, right now you could be in this kind of avoiding energy as far as just working, you know, taking a break from all of this, but it will come back up. Yeah, you're trying to drown yourself in work right now. Okay? And that's only going to work for so long. You know, yes, you might need, you know, to take a mental break. You know, you are exhausted. It's like you're exhausted through love. You feel stuck, and it's because you are stuck. And what's keeping you stuck is trying to hang on to whatever this past energy is as like a failsafe, as like a backup, and you cannot do that with whatever this blessing is that's heading towards you. No, you have to make a conscious choice. This is Six of Pentacles, you know, I'm getting that this is Spirit saying, look, we're trying to give you this. We're trying to give you everything that you desire. But you need to trust. You need to let go. That balance that's required, you're unbalanced because you're hanging on to what no longer serves you. You've outgrown whatever that energy is. And this Three of Pentacles, you know, you're diving into work, and that's great, but this is going to come back up. I mean, why? Because these are blessings that are meant for you, and these are like your wish fulfillments over here. The things that your heart desires and the dreams that you have, that's not just gonna go away, right? And the thing is they're here, they're yours. But this past is keeping you anchored in an energy that no longer suits you. And the divine does not want to give you these blessings because you are somebody that gives, you are somebody that shares. You're somebody that wants everybody to grow. You're not getting these blessings if they're going to be shared with the energy that's over here, because the blessings are not meant for this energy. It's South Node energy. It's energy you have evolved past. No, you're being aligned and guided towards your actual blessings, your real wish fulfillment. Again, you have to move on from that. Allow yourself to move on from that. You know? Hanged Man, letting go, pausing to reflect, spiritual development, chill out, let it work itself out, you know. And I'm getting double energy here, you know, because on one hand, this is Spirit, like, let go of this. And you're in the energy kind of just focusing on work, whatever happens, happens. And I'm here to tell you that these blessings will never happen so long as you're holding on to whatever this is from the past as a backup. Spirit will not allow that to come into your life because they know that you're going to share it with whoever this energy is. Okay? So this chill out energy that you have is fine, but you're still not going to get your blessings until you fully let go and step into a new beginning. And let those energies here remain in yesterday. Moving on, okay? Learning the lesson from whatever this is and allowing yourself to have this new beginning. Okay? Nope. Pause for the cause is great, but don't think that the divine is going to do all this work for you. You got to do something too, okay? And if you didn't know what you needed to do, Spirit is saying you need to trust in the process and you need to let go of the past. Allow this new beginning to happen. Take charge. Be brave. Seize the moment, you know? I mean, it's It's very clear. And then we have go for it. A breakthrough, a fresh start. So I feel like this energy is very, very direct, okay? Very direct. And Spirit's not saying that letting go and moving on is the easiest thing to do, okay? But I'm getting the energy that whatever this is, for whoever this is something or someone that you've been slowly trying to let go anyways for quite some time. You've been trying to move on and let go. And it's gotten to a point where this is just anchoring you in an energy that does not serve you and will not be bringing in the blessings that you truly desire. You have to accept certain things that fall apart are not meant for you, Allow the tower moment to happen so something stable can be built in its foundation. Trust in the process, Be open to it. Like genuinely open to it. Not 1 foot in and 1 foot out. You're not going to get the blessing that way. We have remain in the light. Stay calm and wise, moving forward with confidence, knowing you will succeed. No matter what happens, remain in the light. By maintaining your faith and inner balance, you nurture your soul and become a strong representative of the light. Let's see if... one more. And we have beyond. I lift my consciousness above all worldly illusions, remembering my power in every situation. I always have a choice in how I respond. I choose to turn my thoughts towards God. By focusing my awareness beyond the material world's illusions, I experience simplicity and peace. Okay? Spirit also wants to come through and say here, one of the things that they're using to guide you towards this is that state of peace. Okay? So this calm energy, this peaceful energy, whatever is bringing you that feeling, that is Spirit trying to guide you that direction. Okay? Again, you have a choice. The blessing is already yours. It's always been yours. But you have a choice, Do you want to stay in South Node energy? Do you want to stay in cycles and lessons and chaos? Or do you want to accept the blessings that are coming from that North Node energy? Being receptive and flexible, Again, Spirit is wanting you to trust in the process, trust in what they're trying to guide you towards and show you, because it really is everything that you want, but don't let this fear hold you back from that. I'm telling you, the second that you're honest with all of this with yourself and you truly let go and you move on, the blessings are going to be flying towards you with incredible speed, and that might be scary too. But again, trust the process, accept this, because these are things that you want. These are things that you have wished for and that you desire and that your soul is longing for. These things are already yours. The divine is trying to give them to you, okay? They're trying. But you have to do something here as well, okay? And they're telling you what the key is to your blessings. So I hope this message helped, and until next time, bye.